We're back and now to our special series highlighting success stories called For Good Reason, What Works. Tonight we introduce you to a university aimed at adult students who don't have time for traditional bricks and mortar schools. And it turns out that's just what many Americans find they need as they rush to reinvent themselves in this awful economy. Our report tonight from NBC's Tom Costello.
Good, we can make new friends.
Since Angie Gonzalez was a little girl, this is where she's always wanted to be.
Raise your hand if you can hear me.
A classroom in Miami teaching second grade.
Why don't you grab the paper, sweetie?
But getting here meant going back to college while juggling a job and 2 kids.
I didn't want to do that to my family. I didn't want to just leave them.
Angie was exactly the student 19 governors had in mind when they started Western Governors University 12 years ago. What Time magazine now calls the best relatively cheap university you've never heard of. At $6,000 a year, an online, non-profit, fully accredited university. And already among the biggest providers of math and science teachers to inner cities. We talked to University President Bob Mendenhall online.
We actually have seen an increased rate of growth, probably just in the last 3 or 4 or 5 months, we think due to the recession and people coming back to school.
In fact, the online student population has exploded from 500 students in 2003 to 14,000 today.
Here's what's different. Rather than requiring students to physically attend dozens of classes, instead, they work from home at their own pace. When they take exams, they do it at local test centers. And if a student demonstrates complete command of a subject matter, he or she can test out of that subject and graduate that much more quickly.
In Sacramento, Scott Saunders needed a degree for a promotion.
For me, I had, 15 years worth of computer experience in various capacities. And so I was able to, sit through examinations with very little studying.
He earned a bachelor's degree in 2 years, then delivered the commencement address in Salt Lake City.
I never really liked school. For nearly 20 years, I was in and out of community college.
Nationwide, 20% of higher ed students now take some online classes. The biggest for-profit schools include University of Phoenix, Kaplan, and Ashford University. But for Angie Gonzalez and others like her,
I'm very happy that I was able to do it, and I'm happy that Western Governors University was there for me.
The dream of 19 governors has become her dream fulfilled. Tom Costello, NBC News, Washington.